We're going to talk about grief today. And during times of grief, everybody grieves differently, right? Even Jesus grieved, right? Mm-hmm. He wept. Yeah. Jesus wept, world's shortest scripture over his beloved friend. It can be helpful in times of grief, since Jesus expressed his emotions so openly, to allow the emotion to be there and be open to the emotion and have a sense of curiosity about it. Now, you may ask, how do you allow to be there what is so, when we can be so very challenged by an emotion? You know, wouldn't it be easier to find something else to do, or a distraction, or wait it out? But oftentimes in grief, it simply means allowing yourself to cry, to express yourself to a friend, allow yourself some grief with all the complexity that it has with it, because grief can be complicated. Relationships are complicated. And just know that we're imperfect, and it is okay to ride the waves of grief. And it's also important to remember is that grief is a very complex physical and mental process, and it has many sources, not just losing a loved one, but an object or an ability. It has its own way of unfolding, and sooner or later, it can feel okay to let it go, the grief go, but not before you're ready. So, I would just invite you, if there's anything in your hands, to put that to the side and find a position that's comfortable, that supports you. Maybe both feet flat on the ground, and notice how the seat is supporting you. Give thanks for that chair. Sometimes I tell people just to check if you're sitting up straight, and you are, is to just pretend there's a little string at the top of your head and pull it, but then relax around it, right? All right. And you can listen to my words. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable with it, but you don't have to. You can lower your gaze. And as you listen to my words, if they work and are resonant for you, if they're helpful, let them enter your experience. But if those words don't seem helpful to you, just bring to this experience your own language and your own beliefs. And we're going to just touch on this experience of grief. So beginning with remembering why you're here, let us bring our attention to the breath for just a moment. It is the breath of God. God is closer than hands and feet. We live and move and have our being in God. And let your breath sweep over you with the awareness of God. Notice your breath and check in to see whether it's shallow or deep. There's no need to change the nature of it unless that feels comfortable. Recall for a moment now a loss or losses that have touched you, or the anticipation of loss. A lost object you can do, a lost ability, a lost loved one. Quietly to yourself, repeat these simple phrases that touch around the truth of grief. Jesus was open to the experience of grief. May I be open to the experience of grief. Notice whatever is coming up for you, not rejecting it, not clinging to it. Give it space. We're surrounding our grief with some spiritual space. May we find the inner resources, God's wisdom, love, and light, to be really present and respect our sorrow and grief. Notice any judgment or resistance that arises. By giving spiritual space to the grief, the judgment and resistance will pass. May we accept our sadness, knowing that we are not the sadness. The sadness is the experience. Sometimes when we're in grief, we notice mistakes or things we've left undone, or perhaps through circumstances we were not able to meet the needs of the one we love. So we repeat to ourselves, may we forgive ourselves for mistakes made and things left undone. We forgive ourselves because God's forgiveness is a given. So may we forgive ourselves for the mistakes made and things left undone. And may we be open to receive the kindness of others as they support us in the journey of grief. May we be willing to be open about our experience of grief. Again, notice whatever is arising in you, whatever thoughts are present. Just notice, don't cling to them, be curious. Whatever you're feeling in your heart, or how the body feels, as you consider the possibility that grief can be a profoundly humanizing experience and bring greater depth into our lives. Jesus wept. We weep. May we and all beings learn from and transform our sorrow. May we and all living beings learn from and transform our sorrow. Again, noticing whatever is arising for you, whatever thoughts are present, not clinging to them, but curious, surrounding them with love and compassion and empathy. Remember that whatever you're feeling in your heart, or how the body feels as you consider the possibility that grief can be a profoundly humanizing experience and bring greater depth into our lives. Just consider that possibility and know that Jesus wept and we weep. And we take a moment to bless all beings that grieve today. I thank you for meditating with me. When you're ready, you can bring your awareness to the present moment and open your eyes.